Hi everyone, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So it's another Thursday tutorial which has a focus on dies. So every Tuesday and Thursday, that's what it's all about. It's about dies that make card making just that little bit more easier for you. So today is a really special one, and this is kind of like two ways. So this is an Octagon Shutter card. I've doubled it up to make a showstopper, but I'm going to show you how you can just do it in its single form. But when you open it up, you have this truly stunning showstopper mantle pleaser. So you can see how it will stand there. My Nuvo drops are just starting to dry on the front there, but I've done some gorgeous detail on the front there on that kind of topper, and then I've used these stunning papers. You've got all the space on the back there to be able to write your message, and this one here will fold down. So I think I forgot to give the overall measurement in the tutorial, but it will fold down to it's I would say 5.5 by 7.25, I think it was. So you can make an envelope for this, and I have box envelopes and tutorials showing you how to make your own custom any size envelopes, and you can find all that there, and it'll be along the video as well. Very easy to do, so let's get started. So this is the step on up to Octagon Shutter card. So it's a nice big one. You will need a larger die machine to pass through the largest die. But as I've mentioned before, if you don't have a large machine, you can use a rolling pin to get a really good impression. And then you can just cut that out. There is the middle sections as well to cut, but it's always something to think about, because I know some people, are happy to do that, because you can see all these pieces here will go through a standard machine. But you will need, if you want to cut that piece there, you'll need your larger A4 size die cutting machine. But that's everything there. You get all the mats and layers. So it's a really easy one, just to kind of like one pass and then it's done for you. So I'll show you how it looks with 1/2. So this is how it would look if you just pass it through, make it as they want. This is the shutter. So you can see there how that looks. They have got one on the inspiration like this. It almost reminds me of like a kind of deck chair or something, but that's another option if you want to do something quite cool that way. But shutter, I would have thought it would have been this way, so that's how I'm doing it. But you can see you've got your slimline size there, but I'm now going to run another one through, which I've done here, and we're going to stick it behind them. We're going to do a lovely floral arrangement, and I'll show you the papers and everything that I've used there. But it's a really fun, very different, I mean, I've done this kind of shutter style, but to have the octagon shape I think is really cool. So cut 2 of them if you want to do exactly like I'm doing, and that's how it looks when it's die cut. You also get these really fun little pieces that cut away, and they kind of look like bunting or something. You could, layer like a couple over the top. You could do something, it looks like a flag. I don't know, put it in a beach themed card or something. So you might want to keep those pieces. I've also then cut it again, but I just want to focus on this middle part. So if I just grab the die there, you can see how that's cut that piece, and then I've just got some scrap card just to cut any one of those octagons, but I just went for the middle one there because I think that I'm going to need that extra one. So I've got this piece here where I've laid out all of the pattern paper. I'm going to cut all the mirrored in a moment. But this is using the papers from, it's a Card Making Magic paper pad, Pretty Book Backgrounds. I got sent this one, all of the co-branders, we got sent like a goodie bag with all different things in, and this was one of them. It's really, really sweet. So I've taken this one here, and I want to focus on, you can see how I've done it on that side. So that's this edge on this side, and then it's going to kind of work its way into the middle where we're going to have this kind of floral design, and then it'll go back out to this design on the other end. So I've just laid them out there on that sheet, and then I'm just going to run that through my machine. So I've cut everything there. So before we fold this, I always just like to go back over the score lines. You can see them there, they're easily visible, but I just use, find a track and just go over those. It just helps if you're using heavyweight cardstock like I am. This is a 300 GSM. You're less likely to get cracking, because sometimes, these are the score lines when they're die cut, they're not as deep as they would be if you were doing them manually. So completely optional, but I do think you see a difference. Okay, so to fold it, they're both the same. It's a mirror image, so it doesn't matter which end you start with, but you want to have a mountain fold here, and this is going to naturally want to go into a mountain fold, so that first octagon there. These next score lines will be valleys, and then you've got another mountain, and then this is going to be a valley. So that second octagon will be a valley as well. If I just go through that again, so start with a mountain here, mountain in the first octagon, then valley. Your second octagon is going to be a valley. Then after those long pieces, it's a mountain, and then you're finishing with a valley. Okay, so you just want to do that twice, and then you just flip one around to stick it to the other one. But this one is going to go around and go behind here. It fits in there perfectly. And you'll see we'll start to get what I like to call showstopper cards, but when it folds flat, it will be this size, and I'll give you those measurements in a moment. So I don't need to add matte layers there, but I do just need to stick one of these down. So I'm going to get all the mirror ones down on the rest of this, apart from those two, but you do see a little bit of the side of this piece. So, and then I'm going to stick all of the pattern paper on top. So I've stuck all of that down, but I've left this bit without, because that's going to go over there. So this looks a bit odd at the minute, but what I want to do is cut this middle one out here. I'm just going to use my trimmer so I can get a nice straight line. So I'm just marking, making sure that these points are right on the blade there. And again with this side. I've then cut another octagon there, so that's going to go in the middle, and then I've just taken another pattern from the paper, and that's going to go in the middle there. So I'm just going to stick these on top, but then I'm going to add this whole piece on foam in the middle. I wanted something lighter on these pieces because I've got all of this lovely green decoration. Okay, so whilst that's drying, I'm going to add my glue right down here, like so, and then sit that one right in behind there. And fold it all flat, that way you know it's all going to be straight and fit in your envelope. Okay, so I've just popped foam on the back there, and I've also just popped a pretty design on those. Don't worry about this angle because you're going to cover all of that. Some of it's going to get covered now with this piece, and then I'm going to be covering the rest with my decoration. I'm going to just place that over the middle, and now I can start to decorate. So I've got this sentiment here, which I'm going to pop up on some foam as well. So I don't know whether to just sit that there, and then I've got these flowers which all match, so I could have one. I think I have one at the top with lots of leaves, and then I'll have these two towards the bottom, like so. Yeah, I like that, and I think once all the leaves have been added, it's going to look really nice. I'm using the sentiments here. These are Creative Craft products as well. You get loads, all different ones. Graduation, retirement, new home, oh, new baby, sorry. Happy birthday. You got Valentine's, I think. Yep. Congratulations. Get well, every one you can kind of think of is in there. And then for the flowers, I've used my Funky Florals. So all of this here. It's a really nice set because it gives you a nice mix of, you know, different kind of looking flowers. So you can create some nice arrangements. So did I take? Yeah, I did. So I'm going to stick that one right through the centre. Okay, so that's everything stuck down, and you can see how gorgeous does that look. But I just want to add some Nuvo drops, and I want to do this because I won't be able to hold it up again until it's dry. But the clear ones here, these are the Jewell drops, and this is the pink aura, sorry. So it's just like a tinted clear, just a few little drops. I like to do little clusters of like 3. and it will self-level. Sometimes they're thicker than others, so you just need to give it a little tap. But I like to just have them like, you know, really close inside the leaves there. There you go. They don't take too long to dry, but it just gives you another detail. So I hope you've enjoyed this fun accordion shutter card design from me today. In fact, I can pull it open like there. There we go. You can kind of see that's how it will look when it's displayed. Gorgeous. I can see a nice big number, special, you know, anniversary, big birthday. You could have the numbers here. You could have 21st on each side, and then, you know, the happy birthday there. So this would be quite easy for me to still personalise now, because I could easily pop a number over that, or even on these side panels here as well. So there you have it. So thank you for watching. As always, everything that I've used today will be shared below in the description box below. I would have already shared the playlist as well of my showstoppers. So there's lots of designs there, and there'll be a couple popping up now that you might want to go and watch next. If you've enjoyed today, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll be back again very soon. Take care. Bye.